initially you spoke about the Asafo group being a bit stagnant, and you want to, resurrect the energy in the Ahanta Asafo. Um, what should we expect tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow from me myself, they're going to expect a presentation speaking about this history. There was once a time when the Asafo of the Ahanta people
Yeah.
was world famous, loved by all Africans, most Africans, and feared and hated by the Europeans. And this is because of our role in fighting for African freedom, and if we could even get a percentage of the former glory of the Asafo of the Ahanta that they had 300 years ago in the days of Jan Kwaw, or a little under 200 years ago in the days of the great whale Baru Bonsu II, I think that the future will certainly be bright. And they could also expect, a lot of Pan-Africanism. I'm going to be there, and we'll be having a lot of discussions, and I'll be hoping to interact and meet a lot of the other Safo throughout the Ahanta land, and discuss some plans on the way forward.
Okay. Take us through the journey. This is your first time of being on this radio, Oil City Radio, 95.9. This is the voice of the people. So you are at the right place. Now take us through the journey. What triggered your movement from the Commonwealth Republic of Bahamas to Ghana, locating the Ahanta region, that is moving to Pokesu, that is Princess Town, finding your roots, knowing that yes, this is the exact place that we come from, and this is my fort. The Fort Bartenstein. Yeah, is that the Fort Fredericksburg? Yeah, yeah. Take us through the journey.
Yes, well, originally I was born in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
And I always had a lot of interest in Pan-Africanism and history. And as I was getting deeper in my career as a historian and a researcher, I started to research the origins of our festival, and we call it Junkanoo.
Okay.
And they always told us that Junkanoo was named after a man whose name was Junkanoo. And of course, this story was very whitewashed. The story was given back to us, I should say, by the British, by the Dutch. And they told us that Junkanoo was a slave that came to the Bahamas and begged the British government for days off, and they gave it to us so that we could celebrate. And it's all about having fun for tourists, essentially. And of course, we as Africans in the Bahamas, as Ahanta people in the Bahamas, we never accepted that story. And that is what led me to Princess Town, formerly known as Pokesu. And I landed there in 2021 in the summer. That is where I met my good brother Alex Kofi.
Yeah.
And of course Abu Sapin, Augustine Yao. Yeah, I met them. And then we shared our information. And what I began to find was that this man, John Canoe, of course, that is what the British called him. And we found that he was in fact Nana Jan Kwaw II, the chief of Princess Town.
Jan Kwaw I.
Sorry, Jan Kwaw I. Yeah, getting ahead of himself in the story, right? And so essentially, we found that this is in fact who he was. This was a man that attacked forts in Boutree and in Dix Cove to remove the British and the Dutch. He attacked Axum. He also led an attack right here in Takoradi on what was known as Fort Orange and Fort Secundi. And as you know, those forts never recovered. And then I also realized that every time these Europeans and these European documents spoke about the Ahanta people, they were complaining that they were ruining their slave trading business, complaining that, oh, we can't get this gold. They were complaining that Ahanta people were making false gold and selling it to the Europeans and all of these different things. So they were resisting on every front. And then this blew up even bigger when we learned that, hey, well, this Junkanoo thing doesn't only belong to the Bahamas, it belongs to Jamaica, Belize, even in southern Mexico, North Carolina, South Carolina, and the United States, Guyana in South America, and throughout the southern Caribbean, the smaller islands, Barbados, St. Vincent, Dominica, and all of these people have understandings of who this man Junkanoo was, or have some word about his name, you understand? And then we found that these warriors, these Ahanta warriors that were brought to the West, they continued to fight for their freedom, even in the West.
All right, Nana, you continue. Hold on for me there. Nana, I think we need to have a program, the Black Rains program.
Right.
We need to have that program on this medium, the voice of the people.
Certainly.
We need to, so that we can, send a message down to the people.
Right.
Yeah.
And this, of course, led in part to my publication on Black Race, which is about the African diaspora in the Bahamas. And 2 chapters are essentially just dedicated to identifying Nana Jan Kwaw I, and also speaking to the feats that he committed and why was he a hero. You know, his army was over 30,000 strong, but not just even Ahanta. Anywhere he went, he would invade slave ships from the shore. And of course, we noticed that Ahanta used things like a zulum, commonly known as ninya.
Okay.
And in the Bahamas and in Jamaica, we call it sorcy, and it's our most
ninya.
Yes.
Okay.
We call it sorcy in the Bahamas. It's our most powerful medicinal herb. And so all of this information is too much to even express right here in the short time that we have. But essentially, my partner Robin Lightborn, of course, my wife Tamara Scavello. Of course, Queen Mother, Asafa Shariba, Angelique McKay, and of course, even my own mother, Anne Marie Davis. They all contributed, and they were all.
She's the first lady to the Commonwealth Republic of Bahamas.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is. Right. Very popular there,
exactly.
and quite popular in certain parts of the Ahanta region as well. And and I feel that this was certainly destiny, and it was something, and you were there when it all happened. You saw my reaction.
Exactly.
It was something that was extremely profound, and in a nutshell, it led to my coronation as Nana Safohene Jan Kwaw II, and bringing back his glorious stool after 3 centuries of us almost forgetting, in fact, who he was. And of course, it's now proven unequivocally. This has been vetted by UNESCO, vetted by the Smithsonian. Of course, it led to the sister city deals being signed between our 2 nations, and now we're expounding it, of course, into the United States. These are things I've been doing this year, and we just want to update people, and of course, at the same time, manage expectations, making Ahanta great, as it took centuries to degrade Ahanta and to exploit Ahanta. It won't take centuries, but it will take a while for us to return to our former glory. And we hope that the meeting tomorrow will be one of the sparks that gets that blaze going.
Exactly. All right. Ebusia pain. Me ending come over ha. Yami adom ochina yerishia. Inshemizi elishe abobo oye ndoma yebeshia akonfo. Yebeshia asofo. Yebeshia ebusuem peyinfo, egwa ho ebusuem peyinfo. Yebeshia oye asafo ahena.
Yo. Ma mpede ehwe ne etibi. Mpede ehwe na etibi kirede. Ma mpede ehwe na etibi kirede. Asapopo sisi a waka ekir kakra. Onami de ahenta asapono. Ahenta asapono. Na mi so mebe hunde se asapo ne egwa no ho a ahondin
nana mpɔcho se ebi wo a fanti no oye no oye zin kakra ibetim eza Ahanta afrafra
onne de ma moham joko ezo se mahan dan kotin dia me san kura maka ma mpeke m krele ke ahanda asapo nana mo boguri kura na de be so ne asapo so me ma bia ye won years ba because BI was so be many more by 20 years but the soldiers and the police war BI won the melas apuma monomo ye bobuto esa monomo yibo puko esa mo abiela duo no ma meti monomo ye be di menimo be di yanyunu lirema meti asapo men se bane kania BI ni dosini meti mami abuson bani bia abuson bani kwasi bedi akomaga ni keke macheche be yerbe dan kan men ye woke ye be ya meti asapo kana be swano neska pe be swani be ye benu on dia be ye benu bokwa abuson bani ahobie bokwa Safohene ahobie ebie po be chiam po baba boko na ebia ba ahema ne brombuni zankon ye boko hwa na de be su be se be son na so moko on rek bedi meni anpe ye boko meti izo dia no woke ye ma ngare ma obekana na manzun bebrebi mo ye wo anda imu ani ni yezi mu a ye hore ye di onto near Junkanoo, near your man's and working.
Okay.
Because as a man, ya mumu, but cover cancer and you cook zira because mumu a sire.
Okay.
Meti mamson of the snow bunny came more Jesus a alumo. You say Malabuni, Yapa be a canal, no, Naga sharing man, near Toda soon, what come mam soon. Never be in now, no, what come bam share man. Meti ahin. The more ye kizri pa mere asapuma, ye peke yama. Mbembeni mu abeteke asapume, but can be a own. Monomosu beninu, yamabi a yanomo. James is that.
Okay. All right. Moving now. What is the vision and what does the future lies?
Well, first and foremost, we have to start off with, of course, organizing ourselves. You know, no one else is going to come and save us from anything. We have to do it ourselves, right?
Okay.
And of course, we'll be taking the registry of the ASAFO that turn up and try to build a large database of the ASAFO. And then we will work to find ways to mobilize the ASAFO in order to protect the community. And this is in a myriad of ways, you know, things that could be needed in the community. And of course, we know that we have a lot of issues right now with mining and all of these different things. So we need our own ASAFO, you know, who is definitely connected to the people. And even sometimes politicians, of course, won't be able to do it or not willing or able to do it, you know. And so we as the ASAFO have to make sure that we protect each other. So I just encourage everybody to come out to the meeting tomorrow in Agona Nkwanta at the Rocca conference room. Rocco conference room tomorrow in Agona Nkwanta, starting at 10 a.m.
Okay. Starting at 10 a.m.
Issues and our history, our glorious history.
Okay. All right. My main Honorable Stephen Kenya Atta, me interesting come our Ahanta Sister City project. No hona. Yenshe baby ye free baby ya ba bodru. Na himfa na yeroko. Honorable.
Yeah, call me.
Boko here.
You be able to watch me na that's all.
Na mra do me mo de ne. Honorable, and then of you will pay more high in common twitching and ye. Yen remi and share or sister city project. Maybe our best call now or Ahanta and the Commonwealth Republic of Bahamas. That is the Grand Bahamas. When you want in Yankee Tamuzi, upon there, you know, when you know where you're in Yanum. Inti Bobo Modern now what's not in Yanum now with Timna CCR Jumezi not then.
Mlawasi. Mamzi ma menobeti
City.
Mkabeka mkahamoti wa mwenende na yote already na menobeti na
sure.
Kama zani. They allowed into maximum kama allowed.
Exactly.
Okay. So Sister City the faces it comes in faces.
Okay.
So based on the research work that Christopher and the team did, we were able to build on and to sign the first phase of the Sister City program. Okay. Now, under the Sister City Global Organization, we need to have a US partner. So, May this year, Ahanta Jan Kwaw traveled to US to North Carolina to finish with some research work that we need to do there. Of which we are working on the report that he brought to complete the Sister City signing. Irrespective of that, we've been working on getting some exchange programs being done between Ghana and Bahamas. I think the last visit that was organized by the University of Bahamas North Campus, we were able to engage 6 universities in Ghana. And you know, our preferred choice is Takoradi University because that is where we want to engage them more. So we engage Takoradi University, we engage University of Ghana, we engage Ashesi University, Cape Coast University. Yeah, so TTU, HSC, University of Cape Coast, University of Ghana. So we engage these schools and MOUs are being built between these 2 universities because even if we want to roll out the exchange programs between Ahanta and Bahamas, certainly we have to start with our students who are calling knowledge in these various schools. Currently, we are also working on nurses that we want to Bahamas need them to assist with their health industry. So we also pushing for that.
The first batch went.
The first batch went upgraded. It was a test drive, of which we couldn't have much control then because of how the structure was. This time around, I think we have some hunters in there that have already had their interviews, and we're looking to get more who joined the portfolio to build this thing. Then come October this year, some students from the University of Bahamas will come to Ghana and join University of Takoradi University. From their creative art industry.
Wow, fantastic.
We'll have one artist from Bahamas joining an artist from Ghana to do a mural, and the mural is going to be a painting depicting how Ahanta fought against slavery and that stuff.
Wow.
So come October we're doing those exchange program as well. But we have a lot of trade that we're working on currently right now. I think through our sister city agreement, the Bahamas established a high commissioner in Ghana.
Yeah.
Even though he's non-resident, but he has an office that he's operating to put around businesses and other stuff.
Oh, okay.
And we'll be trying to liaise up with the mayor of Takoradi as well as the regional minister and they're in the loop, because when we talk about Ahanta, it's not just Ahanta or we're trying to look all in together to build on the trade partnerships and plans that we have.
Chairman Moon, the mayor of Secondary Takoradi. He's a great man. He's a great man. Yeah.
So these are some of the things that we are doing, but we're essentially trying to finish our tie-in with US state.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is where we are right now on the necessity. And we have to do the tie-in to be able to access funding, because sister city is like me and you agreeing to pay brothers in a sense. If we have to buy food, it has to be you adding something to it, me adding something to it. But when we have greater hands that could pull more donors to our hand, then we'll be solid to go.
Okay. All right. Then it means that we are making a leeway, but pitching this nice idea, moving towards this positive track. I think Oyo City should be your home and your partner, media house, so that we can trumpet it down to the people for it to get down to our people, so that they can know what is really happening. Let's make this partnership and work in hand so that we can grow as a unit. Malinga, so
we'll be doing that. We'll be doing that. This is some of the things.
I've mentioned the name. Honorable Stephen Kenyatta. Honorable. This year you're going enemy. Yet in common be in Zama Guguna Quinema Uguda. Warrior. Let's say October, right? October. Don't for Baba from the University of Bahamas. That's a creative art.
We are getting I think 6 students from Bahamas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. They want to visit Ghana, and as part of that, they want to do the mural with students here.
Okay.
They want to, as part of exchanging
exactly the exchange program.
So we'll engage. TT is already a partner on the MOU that we are trying to do the exchange program. So
wow, this is a great feature. Honorable, I'm the Embreno. Oh yeah, and I'm coming for free. Oh, everything easy.
Oh, Taman, and more can watch now. More can as for the Wishia and say, okay, as a model Wishia or the Asia, because this me a youth, and I prefer to be as a full understand. So, I think that a poor what they share there to mobilize all of us as Ahanta as a force. Now, idea or you rightly Ahanta to me, you rise up to talk about it, you understand? Because say. I am as for now. You sorry. Second easy a fresh. You really need to meet it. You understand? Say, go no, find a Takoradi was Takoradi for you, and fresh body. And a fresh condom. A condom. Say, young Korean Z, Safohene Jan Kwaw II. Now, read them now, or you couldn't read them on one transfer. My each man of one
generation.
Yes, years to come. They made an age to me. Easy and fashion. So
it's more or less like a youth renaissance.
Yes, so as a for.
Okay.
You understand? So Meso Biara or as of being or piano before we born in the Meso or me.
Supino only
Miss Meso, I don't know the meaning, so I want to go and learn. I'm going